In the last video, we learned the steps for writing the balanced chemical equation. Now we are going to take the example. First example is write the chemical equation for the reaction of aluminum metal with dilute hydrochloric acid to form aluminum chloride and hydrogen gas and balance it. See here, reaction of aluminum metal with dilute hydrochloric acid to form, after form, that is the name of the product, and the product will be the aluminum chloride and hydrogen gas. What are the reactants in this reaction? The reactants are aluminum metal and dilute hydrochloric acid are the reactant. So now we learn the first step is write down the word equation. So now here we are going to write down the first step. The step 1, writing the word equation for the following chemical equation. So what are the reactants? Reactants are aluminum metal and dilute hydrochloric acid. So now here we learn that in between, if the more than 2 reactants are there, that we are going to put the plus sign in between the reactant. So aluminum plus hydrochloric acid form means that is the product. In between the reactant and product, what we have to put? Single headed arrow, that is single headed arrow, product. Product will be the aluminum chloride plus hydrogen gas. The second step for that is the writing skeletal equation. Means that while writing skeletal equation by using symbols and the formula. So symbol for the aluminum, so now words are going to replace by the symbol for the aluminum, Al, formula for the hydrochloric acid, HCl, then formula for the aluminum chloride, AlCl3, plus formula for the hydrogen gas, that is the H2. So this is the how to write the formulas for the compound. This is the given the formula for the aluminum chloride. Now third step is we learn that is the counting the number of atoms on reactant and product side. So now element, what are the element? Aluminum, hydrogen, chlorine. So 3 elements are involved. So now element, we are going to make the 3 box, that is the one for the element, second for the reactant, third for the product. Now element, aluminum, chlorine and hydrogen. Counting the element, number of the atoms on the reactant and product side. Reactant, aluminum is how many? 1. Chlorine, 1. Hydrogen is 1. Toward the product side, how many aluminum? 1. How many chlorine? Number of the chlorine atom 3. Number of the hydrogen 2. So now, next step is that is the select largest atom to balance it. So which one is the largest atom? That is the chlorine is the largest number of the atom, more number of the atom. So we are going to balance, that is the aluminum first, chlorine first. So now here toward the reactant side, how many chlorine? Toward the reactant side, how many chlorine? 1. But for the product side, how many chlorine? 3. So now multiply HCl by 3 on reactant side. So Al plus 3 HCl gives AlCl3 plus H2. Now again count. Now toward the reactant side, number of the aluminum 1, number of the chlorine 3. Now 3 multiplied by H, number of the hydrogen 3. Toward the product side, number of the aluminum is 1. Toward the product side, number of the chlorine atom 3 and number of the hydrogen atom 2. So now aluminum and chlorine get balanced toward the reactant and product side, but hydrogen is unbalanced. So now we try to balance the hydrogen atom. So now here multiply hydrogen by 3 on product side and 2 on reactant side. So now here so aluminum plus 6 HCl gives AlCl3 plus 3H2. Now again we are going to count. In the last table we counted number of the aluminum is 1, number of the hydrogen is 6, number of the chlorine is 6, but here toward the product side, number of the aluminum is 1, number of the chlorine is 3, plus number of hydrogen atoms 6. So hydrogen get balanced, and at the same time the chlorine get unbalanced. So here toward the product side chlorine is 3, and toward the reactant side chlorine is 6. So we try to balance the chlorine toward the reactant and product side. So now here to balance the chlorine on reactant side, multiply AlCl3 by 2 on product side. So Al plus 6HCl gives 2AlCl3 plus 3H2. So now number of the, now counting, aluminum 1, hydrogen 6, chlorine 6, aluminum 2, 3 to the 6, chlorine 6, hydrogen 6. So now hydrogen and chlorine get balanced, but aluminum get unbalanced. So now multiply Al by 2 on reactant side. So now 2Al plus 6HCl gives 2AlCl3 plus H2. Now count. Number of the aluminum toward the reactant side 2, number of the aluminum toward the product side 2, number of the hydrogen toward the reactant side 6, number of the hydrogen on toward the product side 6, number of the chlorine on the reactant side 6, number of the chlorine on product side 6. So number of the atoms are equal toward the reactant and product side. So the reaction get balanced.